The first offering in the Uttamotama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of Paramashiva oneness capsule. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhoma Akhilanta Koti Brahmanta Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Paramashivoham Advaita Darshana Priya Paramashivoham Advaita Darshanam Avataraya.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Rupam 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 ri ga ri ga pa da sa ri ga ri ri sa da sa ga pa ri ga pa ga sankata kavacha madhuranubhavanandam guru smaranam.
Lawfare attacks on Hindus, Hindu gurus, and Hindu organizations. What is lawfare? First, lawfare separates an individual from a group, usually a leader. Lawfare name-calling. This person is bad. This person has done bad things. This person is bad. Repeat the slander again and again. Lawfare makes assassination attempts. Lawfare separates an individual from the group to slander and tarnish their reputation. It makes it easier to execute illegal attacks on the targeted individual and weaken the group confidence in themselves. Second, lawfare now attacks the original group. Now that the individual or leader has been separated and slandered with outlandish claims, the attacks of lawfare target dissension within the group, spreading more gossip and rumors. Lawfare attacks attempt to infiltrate the group, separate its members, pit one against another, and weaken the group's strength and confidence. Third, lawfare continues false allegations and negative publicity, and most importantly, filing false cases. This is lawfare. It is nothing but a witch hunt of slander that is falsely framed as a so-called investigation. This lawfare attack claims, look how many legal cases are filed against this person. Look how many attacks are against them. They must be guilty because so many bad things have been said about them. This is the lawfare attack, the false lawfare attack. And what does this prove? Does it prove anything? No. It's a senseless, baseless attack to create a frenzy and confusion, slander against Hindus, and support corruption, extortion, exploitation, assassination attempts, and persecution against Hindus. This is not new or a one or two-time attack. It happens again and again against nearly all major Hindu organizations. Supremacist attacks on Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
If you feel responsibility is a power, you make your life successful.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Humble obeisance at the sacred lotus feet of our beloved Satguru, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyanandam, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you gathered from all over the world for today's live darshan and the powerful Nithyananda Satsang in English by our beloved Bhagavan, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. As we sit in congregation from around the world, waiting to internalize today's powerful cognitions and waiting to absorb the initiation through the presence, the darshan of Bhagavan. Let us take a few minutes and continue our discussion over the past few days that we've been having on the ancient system of Vedic education, the Gurukula system of education, which imparts the science of enlightenment which imparted the science of enlightenment to humanity and established the global enlightened civilization across the whole world, and which underwent systematic persecution over the past few hundred years and has reached the level of a skeletal structure and remained at that soul level. And over the past 20 years now, Bhagavan has been reviving the Gurukul system and officially inaugurated the worldwide Nithyananda Gurukul on 2nd of October 2006 on the Vijaya Dashami day, which is the day auspicious dedicated to Devi Saraswati, the goddess of learning, when you start any venture in the field of academics especially, or you start any new venture in your life towards your growth. The first 21 years of Bhagavan's life, starting from his assuming the human body and being born in Tiruvannamalai, the spiritual nerve center of the universe in South India, the first 21 years was a life of Gurukul, and the next 20 years has been a life of establishing Gurukuls. So the first 21 years of Gurukul itself in his life has been all about learning with the great gurus, the sages, the rishis, the munis of Tiruvannamalai, starting from his own mother, Lokanayaki Ammal. So beautifully Bhagavan shared, revealed to us how for each person the mother is the first guru. Likewise, Lokanayaki Ammal was the first guru for Bhagavan, followed by, of course, Rajamudaliyar Tata, his mother's father, his maternal grandfather, who took him to the temple every day, narrating to him the stories, the life incidents from the great young saints of Hindu history, like Bhakta Prahalad, Dhruva, Tirungnana Sambandar, who told him all those stories and taught him all the devotional hymns, like the Devaram, the Tiruvasagam, all the Tamil devotional hymns on the various gods and goddesses. And he taught him how to do puja. Bhagavan grew up watching his grandfather performing puja in his house. All their streets were just a few streets apart. All their houses were just a few streets apart in Tiruvannamalai. So it was just a matter of running across to the grandfather's house, to the maternal grandfather's house. And after Rajamudaliyar Tata came a host of gurus in Bhagavan's life, orchestrated by existence itself in the script of the Avatara Leela. The life story of an avatar is already orchestrated by existence. The great incarnations come, they play the script as a Leela, as a divine play, and go back to where they came from. That is why it is called the Avatara Leela, the divine play of the incarnation. And when you contemplate on their life story, that science of enlightenment, which they are manifesting every minute through their Avatara Leela, starts flowering in you as your own enlightenment. That is why it is so important to dwell upon the Avatara Leela in the form of meditation called Leela Dhyana, the sweetest meditation. All of us love hearing stories, life incidents, especially of the great incarnations. And if that can be your meditation to your enlightenment, then nothing can get more perfect and more interesting and more inspirational than that, to fulfill the purpose of your birth, which is enlightenment itself. The purpose of your birth is not to become a professional, but to get into the zone of super consciousness and live as an enlightened being, and live as Paramashiva himself, manifesting spiritual powers as a lifestyle. That is what we're hardwired for, and that is what every incarnation strives to achieve in every one of us when they assume the human body and come to planet Earth. So the first 21 years of life of Bhagavan was a life of Gurukul, starting from the mother to the grandfather, to learning Adishaivam through Panduranganar, learning the great science of yoga from Yogi Yogananda Puri, mastering the science of Vedanta from Isakki Swamigal, mastering the science of Tantra and Sri Vidya from Mata Vibhutananda Puri, mastering the science of Aushadha and the Yantras from Narayana Sami Pillai, who was called Narayana Sami Tata, and the learning under the feet, living around the great Isakki Swamigal, listening to the satsangs of Annamalai Swamigal, who taught him the science of enlightenment, and so many of the mystics in Tiruvannamalai, and moving on from there to Ramakrishna Math, where he spent 1995 to 1999 serving the great sadhus of the Ramakrishna Math and having a complete learning in so many different dimensions in those 4 years, and contributing in so many different ways during those 4 years. And from there to the Himalayan Ghats, where all the sadhus, the babas of the Himalayan Ghats were available to him to live around and learn at their feet. So the first 21 years was all about a life of Gurukul. Gurukul means living around the Guru. So he lived around some Guru or the other for the first 21 years. And then the next 20 years was all about establishing Gurukuls and reviving the Gurukula system and putting it back on the planet. Gurukul is a system which teaches you bodybuilding the right way as per what is prescribed by the great Hindu scriptures. It teaches you mind building, so you get a yogic body and a Vedic mind. It teaches you the lifestyle of enlightened living, where you radiate spiritual powers and live your life. It teaches you integrity, it teaches you responsibility, it teaches you authenticity, it teaches you how to live a life where your life is completely for enriching others every minute. It is Gurukul which teaches you every single component of life that you require. And testimony to this statement, unfortunately, is the history of persecution that Gurukul has been through since the early 1800s. Unless you are doing something phenomenal, you will never be persecuted. It is because of the contribution of Gurukul and what it can do to create indigenous and free beings who are free from the socio-political clutches that Gurukul was attacked. The history of Gurukul itself is testimony to the mind-blowing phenomena that Gurukul is. Today, Bhagavan has initiated so many Nithyananda Gurukuls around the world. There are online Gurukuls, there are evening Gurukuls, there are weekend Gurukuls. And children from all over the world have once again started radiating spiritual powers. And the enlightened civilization is back on the planet in its early years. And soon it will become a mainstream civilization globally across the world. Today we have 3 people who are going to share with us. The first is Manitya Shuddhatmananda, who is here with me. She has been with Bhagavan for 10 years and specifically with Gurukul, mentoring them, taking care of them for 3 years. So she's going to be the first who's going to share with us. What would you like to share, Manitya Shuddhatmananda?
I would like to share about the time spent those 3 years in Gurukul. While I was being around the kids, like we'll be standing beside the kids and watching what they are doing. That time we'll be taking to satsang. Every day we'll be taking them to satsang morning 7 a.m. When they listen to Bhagavan's satsang, immediately they will come to the Gurukul and enter into action.
Whatever they heard from Bhagavan, the powerful cognitions.
Yes. So, one day Bhagavan was saying the satsang that when you talk to the rose plant lovingly, it will shed all its thorns and it will be a rose plant with those thorns. That was the project. So, the kids did not think about how I will get a rose plant, what I will do. Nothing. They just came to the Gurukul, immediately asked, we want rose plants, and the rose plants were given to them. And they started doing it within few days. Next day itself, I saw a few kids. We were giving one plants to one kid. So next day itself, when we went around the garden and we are seeing, some kids have told, Ma, my plant has shed its thorn. See, this one thorn has gone. And I have seen with my own eyes that when the kids told, when we went and saw it in the rose plant, when the thorn is shed, that marking will be there.
Yes.
You can see it there. So the kids like this, whatever powerful cognition Bhagavan is giving in satsang, kids will do immediately in action. And when we monitor, go to each kid's plant, near the plant, the kid's name also will be written. When the kid is not there also, when we go and monitor, we will be seeing how much each plant is showing the difference. So while we are going around, when they are talking also, we will be around them only. So when we are going around, one Balasan was balsam's plant was, the leaves were in heart in shape. When we asked how it came, so the balsam told, I told the plant to give me the heart in shape leaves. The other balsams, when we moved to the other balsam, the flower was in 2 shades of color. So the rose petals were in heart in shape. So whatever powerful cognitions Bhagavan is giving, kids will implement in different ways. So this is the way kids are very active and they don't have logic. They are just functioning. Immediately when they receive, the action will be going. So why I want to tell this is the difference between the kids and adults. Similarly, when we adults go and sit and watch satsang, the thought current will be coming. No, rose plant is not there. I have to go to the shop and get the rose plant. Then thinking will come. I have to daily talk. Will I remember? So many works are there. So whatever.
And is it possible for me? Is it possible that even if I do it, it will happen? Maybe it will happen for you, but it may not happen to me. So many things come for adults. And then what happens to the powerful cognition at the end of it?
They forget, and next powerful cognition will be going on, and this will be happening. But in the kids, each and every powerful cognition
translates into their result immediately.
And it happens experience in them. This one powerful cognition they apply each and every day in their life. For example, when they are having their food, morning breakfast, they will be not discussing about what movie you saw, which movie like Outer World. They will be discussing about the powerful cognition. Swamiji has told, today we have to do this. And powerful cognition, they will be discussing. They will be sharing their experience during that time. One kid will be coming in the center of they will be sitting in a straight line, both the sides. One kid will be coming and standing in the center while they are having their breakfast. Each kid will be sharing the experience where everyone will be having different cognitions. And they will be able to establish into the next level.
Amazing. So the very conversations are different.
Yes.
Every moment, every word, their vocabulary, their conversation, everything is in the zone of conscious growth towards their enlightened living. Thank you so much, Mahante Shuddhatmananda. Understand, while most of us are caught in the cycle of the most important learning for me from what Shuddhatmama shared is, while most of us are caught in one powerful cognition delivered by Swamiji to the next powerful cognition, we're caught in the cycle of fighting with it or how to implement it. We don't get into the zone where, okay, you heard one powerful cognition, make it into a reality. Then you hear the next powerful cognition the next day, make it into a reality. It is not, we're never in that cycle, whereas the kids are always in that cycle. Today's powerful cognition becomes a reality today. Tomorrow, then they wait for tomorrow's powerful cognition becomes a reality tomorrow. So it must have been such an entertainment for you.
It's not, one more thing I want to share is, next day, what Swamiji will be revealing, before day itself, tomorrow Swamiji will be talking this, will be revealing this. They will,
out of their own intuition.
Their own intuition, they will bring that also. For example, next day, they will tell, Swamiji will be wearing this jewelry.
Okay.
Wait and see. So similarly, they will be, like lots of things they will do.
Okay. It's amazing. They're always in the zone of conscious growth. Now we're going to hear from 2 children from Nithyananda Gurukul itself, Ma Nityajeshananda and Ma Nityavijeshananda. They are 2 sisters who are studying in Nithyananda Gurukul in Gujarat in Yogini Sarvagya Peetham. Let us hear them now.
Jayshananda and I'm 19 years old. And we joined the Nithyananda Gurukul last year together. Today, with the grace and blessings of His Divine Holiness Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we are going to talk about one of the most common and concerned subjects raised in today's world. A topic where multiple debates have happened on, a good amount of protests have been raised, and still research is going on to find a long-lasting solution for these topics. That is drug addiction and depression. If you see, there has not been a solid solution or a procedure for a person to follow to completely come out of it. These days, all the kids, teenagers and young adults are the major and common hosts to these diseases. And although it is still considered to be one of the most taboo topics to be talking about, the gravity of the situation has led it to become the world's leading problem of our generation. I have lived 18 years of my life in the outer world, and she has lived 17 years of her life in the outer world. And we have shifted about 9 different schools with 3 different syllabus, consisting mostly of Indian and international ones. So I have had the opportunity to have been met with a lot of people with amazing backgrounds and beautiful experiences. But one thing that I've seen in common with almost all the people that we have met is that when they are stuck in life, or when they feel like there is a goal they have that is impossible to achieve, just about anything that comes their way, they seek comfort in it. Soon the comfort turns into need, and before they know it, they are addicted. And this is the life of most kids, teenagers as well as young adults in today's world. The decisions they take leave a permanent scar on their lives. Also, if you see, there has been like a lot of problems that a teenager or a kid faces in this world. For example, one of the survey which happened this year in India, 30% of drug use has been increased from last decade. And that is not all. That is just one part of the problem. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, with the survey conducted in 2015, it is said that 8,934 students have committed suicide in the past year. And that is equivalent to 1 student every hour. And that is just in the vicinity of one country. If you think about it, that is just a very, very big number, actually speaking. Because I personally have read incidents where the 15-year-olds giving up their life because they are afraid of a grade they're getting in a paper. Okay, I have a question to all those watching. Tell me, is it really worth one's life for a grade on a paper that isn't going to matter in the future? Those are just not numbers. I've had personal experiences, and I've had friends who actually got into drugs because of getting bad grades and relationship problems. Now the situation is much worse because kids, teenagers and young adults get into drugs and depression for the coolness of it, just for the kicks of it. If you see, one of the many aspects of the connecting bridge between two individuals is substance abuse and depression. Aren't you, to all the parents watching out there, correct me if I'm wrong, aren't you afraid of leaving your child loose? Aren't you always worrying about the friendship that your child makes with a group of people, or worrying constantly about what your child is up to with a device late at night? Trust me when I say this, just a subtle push from the thoughts that lurk in the back of your mind is all that is required for someone to go in the wrong path, and it is very easy, and it costs them their future as well as their lives. Amongst all these situations and knots, we had the opportunity to join the Nithyananda Gurukul. And as an 18-year-old, I immediately grabbed the opportunity because as an adult, I just knew I wasn't prepared for the world at all. And let me tell you, when we first came to Gurukul, I still remember, peer pressure does not exist. That is one of the most unique points of the Nithyananda Gurukul, because students study 2 months prior to the exams, and they don't have an ounce of tension in them during, before or after the exam. But with the experience of 8 different schools, I can confidently say that I have seen people break their heads, have sleepless nights because of peer pressure or because they have to pass their exams. Here, we don't just limit our knowledge to textbooks. We actually learn what is really required for life. Also, in here, the life led by every one of us is from the space of powerfulness. If I get into any space of powerlessness, Swamiji has opened up about the science of completion. The minute I practice that, I'm out of it. As simple as that. That's just one of the ways. The other way is power manifestation. Oh God, for me to come and tell you guys that we, the Nithyananda Gurukul Balasins, can manifest powers is just amazing. Because every single person in the outer world thinks that powers are possessed only by movie characters and comic book characters. But just the touch of Swamiji, we can manifest any powers that we want. The beauty of power manifestation is that the impossible becomes possible. And obstacles are actually looked as stepping stones. Here kids, I've seen 10-year-olds give powerful cognitions or life solutions to a person at one moment, and at the next moment they're just playing free. It's really rare to see these innocent beings have such a mature way of thinking, because you don't find that often in today's world. Most of them have their inspiration set as either cartoon characters or play with toys. But here, kids set that inspiration as Swamiji, and then they actually play with the deities of gods and goddesses. Here itself you can see the elevated to the raised level each kid is in. Also, we have taken the lifestyle of Krama Brahmacharyas. So all the kids out there who are not living our lifestyle, we base our lifestyle on 5 vows: Asteya, non-stealing; Aprigraha, living with minimal things; Ahimsa, non-violence; Brahmacharya, living a celibate life; and Satya, always speaking the truth. For kids who don't practice these 5 vows are the ones who are getting addicted to drugs, are the ones who are falling into depression and getting pregnant in a very young age. So I'm telling all the parents who are watching this video, gift your children endlessly by taking the decision to enroll your kids in Nithyananda Gurukul and see the transformation for yourself. Let them realize their true potential and become the leaders of our next generation. Come be a part of a big family. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Thank you, Manitya Jayeshananda and Manitya Vijayeshananda, the two wonderful sisters who are growing together in consciousness. What more can one want in life when you can share with your own sibling about your conscious growth and contribute together to humanity for its conscious growth? We are now all set to receive Bhagwan's darshan. Today we are going to have the Kala Bhairava darshan and Akashic readings. What are Akashic readings? Akasha, that is the cosmos, is the storehouse of the entire information in existence in its past, present and future, and harnessing those records and reading directly from it and delivering to us is the Akashic reading. So it is directly from the source. That is Akashic reading. Listening to Akashic reading, that too from an incarnation, is initiation by itself for each one of us present here now. Just being a witness to Akashic reading as it is happening live is by itself one of the most powerful spiritual initiations you can think of in this human birth that you have taken. For one, it is from the incarnation himself, the incarnation of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the source of all the cosmic archives sitting in the cosmos. And the living incarnation of Paramashiva, speaking out the Akashic records to us, becomes a powerful initiation to each one of us. And that is exactly what we're going to witness now. Kala Bhairava is the Lord of Time. And it is from the cosmic archives where the past, present and future of existential time is stored that these readings are about to happen. Please be in such a pure meditative state and cognize that every moment of what is going to happen now is initiation, and be in a state of deep receiving and gratitude and hook on to every single word that is being uttered. It can just enter into you and manifest as your own Jivan Mukta life, a life of living enlightenment. Let us now prepare ourselves for the Kala Bhairava darshan and the Akashic readings. Be sit straight, close your eyes with your head, neck and spine in a straight line, and start chanting the Mahavakya. Cognize yourself as pure consciousness and keep yourself open for the Kala Bhairava darshan and the Akashic readings. Let us start the Mahavakya chanting. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam. Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam. Asmadacharya Paryantam. Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the visitors, viewers, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nithyananda Yogam participants, Nithyananda Hindu University students, Nithyananda E-Gurukul students, and everyone watching live on Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlightened app, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Listen. Today's powerful revelation from Kailasa. Compassion. Compassion. Compassion should be the fundamental energy, strategy to deal with any situation, to function in any situation. Anything. Compassion should be the ground. We stand, internalize, operate, act, react, do everything. What is compassion? I'll define. Listen. Not allowing imaginary fears into your brain, keeping the guts cool and pure, dealing whatever comes in front of you with that cool, calm, composed, compassionate attitude with life. Understand? If you allow imaginary fears in your head, your guts will not be cool. Your guts will not have peace. When you are not peaceful, you cannot be compassionate. not allowing imaginary fears into head, keeping your stomach absolutely cool, calm, dealing every situation with a tremendous peace and compassion is the way to live, act, react to every situation in the life. Having said this, I am applying this principle to the present situation. Sangha is going through in its various ashrams in India, especially in Gujarat. I am clarifying and making my stand very clear. Karaikal Ammayar is a great devotee. Paramashiva used to address her as mother. And Kailasa, in Kailasa, any issue, if Paramashiva need to be questioned or need to be mildly reminded or asked, they will send only Karaikal Ammayar because she is a great devotee. And Paramashiva had a very soft corner, sweet relationship. Paramashiva used to call Karaikal Ammayar as mother. Same way, in Sangha also people used to ask anything need to be asked to me, to be addressed to me. And I have a very sweet relationship with her. And it is something too beautiful. She is Karaikal Ammayar. And I am addressing all our concerns. Oh my Karaikal Ammayar. I am making it very clear, my stand in this Gujarat issue. I will explain why I am saying what I am saying. Let me tell you first my stand. I sincerely request all of you listen to the whole satsang. Only then you will understand why I am saying what I am saying. Whoever is attacking me, they know the secret. If my devotees are hounded, if my devotees are attacked, if pain is caused for my devotees, I will compromise. They adopted the right strategy to bend me. Understand? I will never bend if I am attacked. I will never compromise if I am attacked. But if my devotees are attacked, my devotees are pained. My Gujarat devotees are the best, most sincere devotees. And their devotion is extraordinary, absolute. And I wanted to tell you very clearly. My Gujarat devotees and disciples are the best. And I don't even want to name them because media may hound them more and more, attack them more and more. That is the reason I am not naming. Otherwise, I'll keep deities, statues for them and ask devotees to worship. They are that sincere. Even during this whole crisis, they stood so strongly with me. Understand? Their integrity to me is absolute. Their honesty to me is absolute. When they are so integrated to me, I am responsible for their welfare. When the devotees are hounded by the media, harassed, attacked from multiple angles, They know I'll compromise, I'll bend, I'll be silenced, cowed down. Listen. First thing, I wanted to give my absolute gratitude to all my devotees, disciples in Gujarat, giving us food, shelter, stay, everything possible in every way. I want to thank all of you for all the support, everything you are providing, you have provided, and the absolute integrity. I don't want to name them because I don't want media to hound them, abuse them, attack them. That's why I'm not naming. But I just wanted to tell them I am proud of all of you for your integrity. But I cannot allow devotees to suffer. I cannot allow devotees to be hounded. I cannot allow devotees to be tortured, hounded, just because they gave food and shelter and place for Sangha. I cannot allow the devotees to suffer. I cannot allow the devotees to be hounded. I'm making it very clear. Tiruchi Swami used to say, a great Hindu saint and Peethadipati of Kailasa Ashrama, my guru, used to say, he has his own slang, the way he will tell. Adey, unda vittukku rendagam panna, aartu tappunu vedichirumada, padadu, pannapadadu. I'll try to translate in English. He'll say that people who gave us food and shelter, if we harm them, heart will just burst. We should not do that. So, all my devotees who gave me food and shelter, of course, if you give food and shelter for my sannyasis, for my sangha, for my balasans, you gave it to me. Any help done, any support done for my sannyasis and balasans and Kailasians, it is directly done to me. If you show them love, that love is directly shown to me. If you give them food, that food is given directly to me. If you give them clothes, it is given directly to me. If you show them compassion, and if you forgive them when they do some small mistakes, it is directly you forgiving me. It is directly you showing your compassion to me. I want to tell you, if you find any fault with Adinavasis, Kailasians, understand this one thing. I have the responsibility of not only training people, training the trainer, both. Understand? I have to train people and train the trainers, both. Both has to happen simultaneously. In Narmada river, in the flow of the Narmada water, two stones will hit each other and roll. Finally, both will become Shivalinga. One stone will be smaller, one will be bigger, but both will become Shivalinga. Same way, trained and trainer, both train each other, mold each other. Finally, both becomes Paramashiva. Both become Paramashiva. Understand? That is the way life goes on. If you find small problems with the trainers, understand we can't destroy the whole system. Like one doctor does some small mistake and patient suffers something small. We cannot say the whole medical system is wrong and let us pull it down or collapse it. The doctor need to be retrained, educated, supported. Both need to be supported. I am responsible for supporting both. Let us deal things with more deeper level of compassion. I request little compassion from you. If you think I have contributed to your life, the trainers and getting trained, they are also part of what I am contributing, this whole Sangha. Please be little compassionate towards me, because I am evolving this whole Sangha for the good of the world. Understand? Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. This whole thing is ultimately, end of the day, for the welfare of the universe. If you find small itches in trainers, and if somebody attacks the whole Sangha because they find small hitches in the trainers, they are only ganging up with the anti-Hindu gang who try to pull down the whole Hinduism, whole Sangha. I tell you, I am not only responsible making the people develop devotion for Paramashiva and come to temple, I am also responsible to evolve the pujaris, priests, giving them confidence, training, strength, and making them stand where they stand and create devotion in devotees and making the devotees live the devotion. I am responsible for all directions. Understand? Making the God land as Archavatara, making the priest stand with a deep devotion and knowledge, making the devotees feel the deep devotion, feeling connection and evolve. For everything I am responsible, and I am trying my best to do the job with all my integrity and compassion and sincere hard working. If you support any of them in any way, you are supporting me directly. If you give them one meal, you are giving me directly. If you are giving them 1 meter cloth, you are giving me directly. If you are giving them shelter, you are giving shelter to me directly. If you are forgiving them for their shortcomings, you are forgiving me directly. Understand the evil plan of the people who are trying to destroy the whole Sangha. First thing, by persistent, continuous assassination attempts, they make me separate, away, distant from the Sangha. That's the first game plan. Then they create all kinds of problem inside Sangha, testing the stamina of the people who are stably staying inside the Sangha with their devotion and dedication. The good news I have now is, now, by the grace of Paramashiva, Parashakti, Kalabhairava, I have a safe place, safe haven. Now, the work of Kailasa can start. already we are working all the legalities to start the Gurukul, where I am physically in the Kailasa. Soon, kids with the parents will be living physically around me, having next level of training, power manifestation. See, it's like for psychological powers related to mind, like third eye, remote vision, length dimension powers, breadth dimension powers. My physical presence is not needed. Even wherever they are, the initiation and training is enough, they can get trained. But the next level, physical level powers like a levitation or materialization, my physical presence is needed for the initiation. So the kids who have grown, completed manifesting the first level powers, mental level, psychological level powers, they with their parents can come for the physical level powers and have initiation in Kailasa soon. This is the good news I have. Let me make people understand the evil plan of the people who are trying to destroy the Sangha and Gurukul. Listen carefully. Once you separate me from the Sangha physically, you can always create strong doubts in the Adinavasis about their future, make them, demoralize them, lose the confidence in the life, in me, in Sangha, in Hinduism, in power manifestation science, in every level, making the Adinavasis lose confidence, making parents lose confidence, making the Gurukul kids themselves lose confidence about their future. All that is easy, and you can understand by conducting lawfare. Lawfare means use widespread negative, abusive, false accusations and false negative publicity. Put false accusation, do negative publicity, repeatedly, multiple level in social media and media, and create the atmosphere very violent, negative, and file false cases in the name of investigation, go on harassing people. This is what is called lawfare. Understand? Like warfare, lawfare is important weapon used to destroy Hindus by various gangs, various groups. Listen carefully. When you do so much lawfare and do witch hunting, understand this witch hunting is named as investigation. You can witch hunt any organization and destroy anything. I'll tell you one story happened in my life. I was supposed to learn the levitation. This really happened. Very intense training need to be given. Understand one thing. All great things are achieved by great training. All great things can be achieved only by great training. If you want to achieve extraordinary things, you need to have extraordinary training. My guru, Raghupati Yogi, He was supposed to train me for levitation. He gave a certain technique and pranayama and asked me to practice it intensely. And then he brought a weighing machine, weighing scale, and made me sit on it. I have to show that 5 kg weight is reduced. Only then he will leave me from the weighing machine. He tried to actually get a standing weighing machine, which used to be in the rice mandis, which they use for weighing the rice bags. My grandfather was ready to give, but it is very difficult to bring that all the way from the shop to the temple where he used to teach me. So he brought one round weighing machine. In those days, in the dispensaries, it used to be there. So he went and asked one of the local doctor, the homeopathy doctor, his friend, I still remember his name is Ramakrishnan. He used to have his small dispensary clinic in Tirumanjana Gopura Street. He went to his dispensary and brought that weighing machine and made me sit on that. I was supposed to reduce 5 kg by doing that technique and pranayama. He initiated me and he is sitting. Only then he will relieve me from the weighing machine. I sat and started doing. Almost it became 3 hours. 3 hours. And nothing is happening. Neither the needle is moving, nor the weight is reducing. And he is sitting in a corner, leaning on the pillar, the stone pillar of the temple, and cleaning his teeth. Hey, solra, achada. He is telling in Tamil, tell me whether weight reduced. The needle has to come show that 5 kg reduction. I looked up the needle and said, Illa Tata, means a grandfather. That's the way I address sometime. I said, nothing is happening. And it became 4 hours. And he is sitting there. Again, same scene, cleaning the teeth with a small toothpick. Dai, enada. I just lifted my little finger and showed Tata, Tata. It means I have to rush for restroom, urine. In school, we are taught not to tell verbally, we just have to show the finger. And the little finger means the urine. I have to run for urine. If you show 2 fingers, it is called 2 bathroom. And 1 finger, 1 bathroom. So I was showing 1 finger, Tata, Tata. He closed his eyes after seeing me and said, Allah onni engiyum pomudiyadhu, okar. I said, what to do? Hunger I can control, but what about restroom? And it became almost 5 hours, too much. And I am doing the technique, doing the pranayama left and right. With that pressure now the bladder pressure. And already I have the bad name of bedwetting. And all the kids used to make fun of me for my bedwetting habit. Quite a long time, till the age of 16, I was having that problem, bedwetting. So all of them used to make fun of me for this bedwetting. So I already had this problem. Oh God, if I do something and it is a temple, and I am too respectful to the sanctity of the temple, I'll never I will not get into Ganga just for not to, even by mistake, not to pollute Ganga. I will take bath 3 times. If I have to enter into Ganga, even once, I'll take bath outside 3 times and make sure I am not going to pollute. My bladder is completely free. I am not going to pollute Ganga even 1 inch, 1 drop. Only then I'll get into Ganga. I'll take more number of times bath outside before I get into Ganga. So, I cannot do something to disrespect the sacredness of the temple. What to do? Unmortifying. And I have to put both the hands and do the pranayama and technique. I'm doing. Finally, I could not deal. Put my hand on my dhoti and started screaming, Tata, muttikichi avasarama varudhu. Na ingiye poida kudadu. Means I told that it is too urgent, I cannot control, I should not go away here itself. And this old man is acting as if he doesn't hear. His ears are not listening or hearing what I am saying. He is acting as if he is in samadhi and slowly cleaning the teeth. And I can describe the whole scene. He is sitting in one corner leaning on the pillar and cleaning the teeth, just shaking the head. He is not even opening the mouth and telling, you can't go. He is just shaking the head. And Muruga, Subramanya is there in the front. Actually, the beautiful deity, Subramanya, is there in the Tirthike Mandapam, where he used to train me. And that's a unique deity where Subramanya will be keeping his leg on the peacock and standing. Beautiful deity. I am looking at the deity and looking at him and said, I can neither miss Guruvak nor do one there and disrespect the deity. And I am putting my hand on the dhoti and holding. Tata, Tata. And he is very cool and cleaning the teeth and just moving the head this side and that side. He is not even telling don't go. He is not opening eyes. He is not opening mouth. He is just moving the head this side and that side. Finally, I looked at Muruga. Muruga, I should neither break the Guruvak nor disrespect your sacred space. Please save me. And I was putting my hand on the dhoti and trying to hold. I just lifted my hand with this deep prayer to Muruga and decided, let me do the pranayama. And I have surrendered to Muruga and put both my fingers, thumb on both the nostrils and held the kumbhaka, the technique properly, deeply, just body lifted. That moment when I said Muruga, just body lifted, not just 5 kg. The machine became 0. Understand? I tell you, this really happened, and we have at least 3 eyewitnesses still alive. 3 eyewitnesses still alive. Raghupati Yogi's son and that flower vendor, flower garland maker for Paramashiva, Arunachaleshwara, who still used to sit there and make the garlands, is still alive and living in that same place in temple, Tiruvannamalai temple. Understand? We have 3 eyewitnesses at least. Neither I passed urine and disrespected the place, nor I broke the Guru Vak. Intense prayer. Something clicked in the system and Muruga's grace, Guru's grace, technique worked, manifested. Now I want you to understand. Will you call this as a training or torture? Let us analyze. Whether it's a training or torture. Oh, Nithyananda was not given restroom and he was not allowed to go to restroom. He was tortured. Fortunately, there was no white supremacists interfering between me and my Guru. I had a safe ambience to be with my Guru. Neither assassination attempts on my Guru, nor white supremacists and other supremacists, not just racist supremacists, the other level supremacists from multiple direction did not poison my mother, father or me against my Guru. And I am so happy and thankful to Arunachala and Kala Bhairava for giving me the happy, safe Gurukul. Understand, whether what I went through is a torture or training, only two persons can decide. One, me. When I say me, if I am a minor, me and my parents. If I am a major, it's only me and my Guru. If I am a minor, me and my parents and my Guru. These three only can decide whether it is a training or torture. It is nobody else's business. If I am major, only me and my Guru can decide whether it is training or torture. It is nobody else's business. Understand? Even to do bodybuilding, if you want extraordinary results, you have to do extraordinary training. Whether sports, games, people who achieve Olympic medals or intellectual achievements. Understand? The kind of the memory I have, the ability to recollect the Shastras and repeat, interpret the comment, the Shastras, everything needs years of training. Sometimes my Gurus will tell me to do Surya Namaskar from sunrise to sunset. Actually, the speciality of my Gurukul is I am diluting all of it and making it very practical with minimal efforts, getting maximum benefits. I don't tell my Gurukul kids to do Surya Namaskar from sunrise to sunset. No. But with the proper techniques, with minimal efforts, getting maximum benefits. That is what I am working so much. Anyhow, let me explain whatever I need to explain. From morning till night, sunrise to sunset, they will ask me to do Surya Namaskar. Once I do that and come back to home and say joints are paining, my mother will tie the gunny bag. Gunny bag is the rice gunny bag where you put the rice, and that lot of gunny bags used to be there in my house because my grandfather used to have a huge rice mandi. She will tie the gunny bag and tie on my knees. But without missing, next day she will tell, hey, get up and go for today's training. Understand? My father and mother tolerated the training I went through. That is the greatest sacrifice. My parents tolerated the training I went through. Me tolerating is not a big thing. My parents tolerated the training I went through. That is the reason why I am successful now. I want all of you to know. I want all the Gurukul parents to know. You are doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. My parents tolerated the training I went through. Understand? All pathfinders have to sacrifice. Tyaga is the lifestyle of pathfinders. That is why Paramashiva is always portrayed as Tyagi. Understand? Because I want to keep my integrity alive. I don't want to compromise. If I have decided to compromise, there is no need for me to leave the great kingdoms I built, I was donated, and I revived. I have three kinds of kingdoms. One, on my own, I built samrajyas with my hard work. Second, many samrajyas are gifted to me, donated to me. Means I have been declared as an inheritor, given to me. And many kingdoms, samrajyas, samasthanas I have revived. I don't need to give up on all that if I was ready to compromise. Understand? I wanted to be absolutely integrated to my gurus and my disciples. Integrity to guru is integrity to disciples. I want to be absolutely integrated to my gurus and my disciples. I am very clear. I will do the spiritual work of reviving the power manifestation signs, bringing the Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana and share with the world. I will live with this integrity as long as I am alive and return to Kailasa when I completed my mission. Understand? Just to keep my integrity, I have given up all the samrajyas I created, donated to me, and I revived. Malcolm Gladwell, a popular writer, written extensively about 10,000-hour rule with various examples including Beatles, Bill Gates, Gladwell considers the key to success in any field requires 10,000 hours of practice, which translates to 20 hours of work a week for 10 years. Anyhow, I can go on be giving you quotations and all that. Listen. One of the important devotees asked me that I should have my staying room in every ashram we have. I said, no, let us be practical, don't waste built up space. Let the sannyasis and balasans use them. Understand? People try to accuse me falsely. Oh, he's training so many sannyasis just so that they will serve him. Understand? Almost now 2 years, I have not even seen my sannyasis. It's not that I don't love them. I remember even now the joy in the face of every sannyasis, the smile when they see me. Every time she sees me, after I walk, she will bend and take that sand, feet dust and put it on her head. And I'll act as if I am not observing or seeing. With the side eyes, I'll see and smile. It's not that I don't remember the love they carry for me and the devotion they have for me. I have not even seen any of them almost for 2 years. Many of the brahmacharis and swamis, even if they see me walking, the way they will stand and their jaw will drop. While walking, I will pass a comment. Pathitella, poigitteru. Means, finish seeing na, move. So many of my sannyasis, my sannyasinis, I'll signal with a hand key. Means, தொடச்சிட்டு போயிட்டே இரு ரொம்ப வழியாத பார்த்துட்டல்ல போ. It's not that I don't remember all this sweet, beautiful love they carry for me, and they radiate that just through their eyes. I have not even seen them for more than 2 years now. Understand? I want all my sannyasis to listen to this. Sacrificing life is tyaga. Sacrificing for the people who don't even appreciate your sacrifice is the quality of tyaga raja. Sacrificing. I want all my sannyasis to pick up this one quality. Sacrifice. Even if the people don't appreciate your sacrifice. Understand? I remember a beautiful incident. Two great Swamis, Kalyanananda and Nischayananda, Ramakrishna Mission sadhus, went to Haridwar and started doing seva, medical seva to sadhus and others. Many people used to make fun of them, saying Bangi sadhus, they are working. They are not behaving like a brahmacharis, they are behaving like a karmacharis. All abuses they used to throw at them. But those two sadhus, their sincere effort, their dedication, their sacrifice, they sacrificed to people who did not appreciate their sacrifice. But their dedication and sacrifice and tapas is standing today as a huge hospital in Haridwar Ramakrishna Mission. All the people who made fun of them, who abused them, their parents and their sons and grandsons are getting the benefit of that hospital. I tell you guys, all my sannyasis, understand. Don't worry about the abusers. Don't worry about the people who are attacking you. Don't get demoralized. Don't get disturbed. I want to tell all my sincere sannyasis and sannyasinis, listen. Stand strong. Revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Be integrated and make Gurukuls happen. Educate kids about Hinduism. Help them make power manifestation. Revive all these sciences. Evolve Gurukuls. People who are abusing us, accusing us, their sons and grandsons will stand in queue to get admission into our Gurukuls. And I tell you, compassion, integrity, all these qualities are like a stone. Building a stone temple may take time, but it will stay forever. I am building stone temple for Paramashiva. It may take little time, but it will stand forever. I am building this Sangha on fundamental Hindu principles. Understand? The people who attack us, abuse us, accuse us, they will understand our sacrifice. Maybe their sons and grandsons will stand in queue to get admission into our Gurukul. Don't worry. I want all my sannyasis, all my brahmacharis, all my Kailasians, be extremely compassionate, integrated, strong, be empowered with Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and understand, go for only spiritual solution. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. Even if we have self-doubts, self-hatred, self-denial, don't worry. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. Understand? The strength, sacrifice, Kala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. He is training us to be more stronger. He is giving us strength and training. Understand? Be very clear. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. I want all the sannyasis to understand, and I also wanted to sincerely thank all my Balasans, parents, my sannyasis, my brahmacharis, standing strong and tall with us, with me, standing together. United, we win. Kala Bhairava is protecting us. And I also wanted to thank all the devotees, all the SJP Yajamans, SJP Kartas, devotees who are donating. I want to thank all of you for understanding and standing strong with us. I want my sannyasis to know, understand, the standard of Tyaga for Grihasthas, householders, is different. The standard of Tyaga for sannyasis is different. If the Grihasthas sacrifice for the people who appreciate them, that is enough. But sannyasis have to sacrifice. Even if your sacrifice is not appreciated, respected, understand that. That is the sannyasa dharma. Listen carefully. All lives will have ups and downs, mood swings, good, bad, right, wrong, sacrifices and joys, receiving and giving. All lives will have. The ups and downs in Chennai road, ups and downs in Badrinath, Mana, is totally different. Even the downmost point in Badrinath is much higher than uppermost point in Chennai. Understand? Chennai roads, ups and downs are like Grihastha's life, ups and downs. The Badrinath, Mana roads, ups and downs are like a sannyasi's life's ups and downs. The whole quality and the space is different. Even if sannyasis have ups and downs, it has to be different standard and different life. It is higher life. So the definition of the sacrifice of sannyasis is different. And definition of the sacrifice for the grihasthas is different. I wanted to thank sincerely all the Gujarat devotees for standing strong with me and protecting the Gurukul, supporting them with food, shelter, stay, everything. I also wanted to tell the Gujarat devotees, I am not naming you all so that the media will not harass you. I don't want media to hound you more and more. That is why I am not naming any of you. Please forgive me for not naming you all and thanking. That is the real. I am not even able to name the devotees who supported, who are standing strong with so much of integrity, about whom I am proud. I am proud of so many devotees for standing tall with me. But I am not even able to tell their names boldly, openly. When time comes, not only I will tell the names, I'll record this in the history of Kailasa for standing tall and strong with me. That is the small token of appreciation, small way I can show my gratitude to all of you. When some devotee was asking me about some strategy, I said, I love you and trust you 100%, 2000%. You strategize and plan and deal, and I do not have any doubt. I trust you all absolutely. I trust all your love for me and integrity for me. My only request, little more compassion, little more internally dealing. Understand? My hand may quickly move as I want, but my leg may not move that fast. That does not mean I have to cut my leg and throw it away. No, I have to do more yoga and train my leg to run fast as I want. Same way, everyone, all of you are part of me. Whether people who give donation, SJP Yajamans, Kartas, or Adinavasis, or Balasans, or Sannyasis, or the Grihastha Kailasavasis, or Brahmacharis, Sannyasis, Gurukul Balasans, their parents, everyone is part of me. I have to deal everyone with absolute compassion. And if you deal any of each others with compassion, you are my mother. Understand? I treat you as my mother. If you guys internally deal yourself with compassion and love. Because if there is a friction between my arteries and the blood, it is going to affect me. If blood and arteries decide not to have friction and have smooth flow, I am thankful to both for giving me life. For giving me life. So any lubrication, any compassion used, applied in any of the strategy and dealing all these issues, I am absolutely grateful and thankful to everyone brings compassion and love in dealing all these issues. Understand? I sincerely request all my sannyasis to become more enriching. Understand? Laziness is crime. When you are attacked, flare up and become more integrated, more responsible, more enriching. I want each of my sannyasis to take up one ashram and start Gurukul. Start online Gurukul, evening Gurukul, weekend Gurukul, residential Gurukuls. Go house to house and beg. We are sannyasis. Nothing wrong in begging. Not only I begged and lived without having food before the Sangha started. As recently as few months also, I could not get the food, the vegetarian organic food, and I did not eat. And I am not bothered about it, and I am not complaining, or I am not telling this to public to gain any sympathy. No. I am very clear. Kalabhairava is asking me to fast. to become more healthy. That's it. Understand? This is my word for all my sannyasis. We are sannyasis. Go with Bhagavadi Bhiksham Dehi, house to house. Whatever you get, with that feed the Gurukul Balasans. Feed the Gurukul kids. And I tell you, everything people have given me is for all of you. And do more and more and more service. Enrich the world. Enrich the world. More and more service. Keep absolute integrity. Keep absolute compassion and integrity. Never get cowed down by any blackmail. Do not allow or do not get cowed down by any fear, blackmail or corruption. Be integrated. Understand? With integrity. Even if you have one meal, that is okay. That is okay. Just to protect, keep my integrity. To my commitment to my gurus, I will be available continuously to download this Paramashiva Jnana and Vijnana and share it with the world. I have given up all the samrajyas I created. Samrajyas donated to me. Samrajyas I revived. And I have not even seen my sannyasis almost now for 2 years. And I don't even know when I am going to see all of them. When I am going to listen to each of my sannyasis, I don't know. But I will stand and live with my integrity, dedication, tyaga. Understand? We all live on the principle, to the principle we are dedicated. To the principle we are dedicated. People are donating money not for me, but for the principle I am integrated. To the principle I am dedicated. Understand? Gopas loved Krishna because Krishna's integrity to Narayanatva and the way Krishna manifested Narayanatva. Gopas and gopis know Krishna is God, Narayana. That is why they were dedicated and devoted to him. Same way, all people donate money, donate time, treasure, talent, even their lives, because my dedication to my principles, my dedication to Paramashivatva, because my integrity to Paramashivatva. Understand? I will keep that alive, live. As long as I live, I'll keep my integrity to Paramashivatva alive and go back to Kailasa when I completed my mission. I'm making all the doubts cleared. I'm addressing all the issues clearly. And I also wanted to make sure Gurukul never stops any balasans talking to the parents, and our Adinam never stops any sannyasis, Adinavasis talking to their parents, relating with their parents. I do not stop anyone. Neither Sangha administration stops anyone. It is individual's freedom, an individual's decision, individuals understanding about the principles they want to be integrated, principles they want to be devoted, principles they want to live. In every situation, absolute compassion, and absolute integrity to the principles we live. I want to tell all my sannyasis, do not worry, my name is being dragged, abused, getting destroyed, getting spoiled. Don't worry at all, my name is already spoiled enough. And I don't bother about it. I have sacrificed my name to keep my integrity to Paramashiva alive. Understand? All of you understand. Media will never tell the truth. If you expect media to be fair, you are a fool. It is all game. Understand? History itself is fake. What about news? News is fake. What about history? Do not get powerless because my name is attacked. I am being harassed. Don't worry. Principles, integrity to Paramashiva is the life. That is the essence. That is the only thing you should bother. Don't get powerless if I am attacked, accused, abused. Don't worry. I have already sacrificed my name, image, everything to keep my integrity to Paramashiva. Understand? Keep your integrity to sannyas alive. Keep your integrity to the principles of enlightenment alive. We live integrated to Hinduism, enlightenment, power manifestation, Guruvak, Paramashiva. Let us keep that alive. That's it. So don't worry, don't bother about anything else. Don't get cowed down. Don't get powerless. I think I addressed almost all the issues. If I have not addressed any of the issues, I will address in further next satsangs. I thank Gujarat devotees in two levels. One, thank you for giving us food, shelter, protection, support, everything. And second level, forgive me for not even able to name you all and thank you all for what all the great things you all have done to me and my Sangha and Sannyasis, Balasans, Gurukul, Acharyas, Gurukul kids, parents, everyone. And I wanted to thank all the SJP Yajamans, Kartas, devotees, donors who are standing strong with us, understanding with a deep love and compassion what we are going through at this moment. And I also wanted to thank all the Balasans, Sannyasis, who understand these nuances of the lawfare. How? First, I am separated from the Sangha, and Sangha is made to lose confidence, and some false accusations, witch hunting investigation, and finding something and blowing it, making the devotees, donors, people who are living all over the world, making them lose confidence on Sangha and on administration, and slowly trying to collapse this evil design. I want you to understand this evil design, then you will understand the whole drama and the whole game. That is why I want all of you to see the Wild Wild Country documentary, and I want all of you to read some of the early publications of ISKCON, how Prabhupada struggled and suffered. And I want all of you to read one more book. There is a beautiful book by Swami Prabhananda, When Ramakrishna Mutt Was at Crossroads. That's a book. When Ramakrishna Mission or Ramakrishna Mutt was at crossroads. It was a beautiful book written by Swami Prabhananda, describing the initial days struggle, torture, how Ramakrishna was accused falsely, Vivekananda was accused falsely, how Ramakrishna Mission suffered all the attacks, persecutions, and how they went without meal for weeks and months. What all they went through from external forces, even their own ex-devotees, and internally how they managed, faced everything. If you read, you will feel like you will understand. You will understand. You will understand. I just want to tell you, I am not giving a pep talk. I love you and I love you all. I am opening my heart. I am not giving any pep talk. Please understand. I am giving you, I am opening my heart. In front of Kalabhairava, keeping my integrity to Kalabhairava, I tell you, I am honest, integrated to my gurus and to my disciples and to you all, my devotees. Only thing I feel I am not able to digest is, I am not even able to name my devotees who supporting me, strongly standing by me. That's the only thing I feel. Maybe when time comes, I will not only name them, I'll write their names in golden letters in stone temples. Golden stone temples. I'll write their names, carve their deities in stone and gold plated, for the world to know the history. In media they call it third page. All the scandals, rumors, all the abusive, negative things they publish in that. I am going to call Munram Prakaram. The third Prakaram of all my temples, I will write the real sacrifice of all my devotees, sannyasis, and carve their deities and deify them for the world and future to know. They call it page 3. I'll make Munram Prakaram, the Prakaram 3, to show the dedication. to show the dedication. And I tell you, Hinduism stands tall on compassion and integrity to principles. Hinduism stands tall on compassion and integrity to principles. I wanted to know whether I'm going to call the SJP Yajamans team by team to come and live around me for a few days. Sure, just give me a little time. We are settling many issues. Soon I'll call. Once we have all the logistics set, I will give an opportunity for SJP Yajamans and others to come and live around me for a few days. Have a vacation with me. We will plan. Just give me a little time. I only want all my devotees, disciples, followers, sympathizers to understand the evil design of the people who are trying to destroy Sangha, who are trying to destroy the Gurukul, who are trying to stop this whole spiritual work. Understand their evil design. Then you will understand what you are supposed to do, what should be the right strategy to protect Sangha, to protect Gurukul, to protect conscious future of the humanity. Understand, protecting Sangha, protecting Gurukul is protecting Hinduism, protecting the only hope for the conscious future of the humanity. We are fundamentally spiritual organization, educational organization, intensely sincere sannyas organization. If somebody has given their children to my Gurukul or my Sannyas Sampradaya, they are my own mother, my own father. Liberating her is my responsibility. If your son is in my Gurukul, you are my own father. If your son is my sannyasi, you are my own father. Understand, if your son or daughter is in the Gurukul or my sannyasi, you are my father, you are my mother. I treat you that way. That's it. So many are asking what they can do. I request you all, please be more compassionate towards Sangha. If you find anything good in the Sangha, share with the world. Anything bad in the Sangha, please bring it to us. Let us internally organize ourselves better. Bring completion, perfection, better organization. That's all. That's all is my only sincere request. Understand? Sangha is, I don't want to say Sangha is perfect. If Sangha is perfect, all of them would have become enlightened. But I can say one thing, Sangha is very sincere to its integrity. Everyone is inside Sangha because they are really sincere, struggling to become sincere to the integrity without real need to become integrated. Without the sincere struggle to become integrated, nobody can be inside Sangha. Understand? It's a Kalabhairava's design. So, I only request, be more compassionate for evolving Sangha. Understand, we are as old as sun, Hinduism, as new as sunrise. We are reviving the whole thing. Even Hindus have lost touch. So many people who are in the Sangha, they got introduced to Hinduism. Even though they were born Hindus, they got introduced to Hinduism only after I entered their life, only after they connected with me. So many Adinavasis in the Sangha, Kailasavasis, Adinavasis, Gurukul Balasan, Sannyasis, they say, Swamiji, we started going to temple only after connecting with you. We started applying Vibhuti only after connecting with you. Only after becoming your disciple, your follower, we even started following the Hinduism. Understand? For the future, the Sangha is going to be, if I see the thousands of years the Sangha is going to be, we are only just 2-decade-old organization. It's not even infant level, just born. Understand, just born. We are going to be here till the sun and the moon is there for thousands of years with stone temples and thousands of gurukuls and hundreds of thousands of sannyasis and monasteries all over the world. We are just 2 decades old. When I was 21, with the grace of Paramashiva, I made the Satya Sankalpa of this Sangha. It's only 2 decades, 20 years old organization. 1999, my Janma Nakshatra day, I think December 30th or 31st, I don't know. 1999, I made the Sankalpa with the grace of Paramashiva, the Satya Sankalpa. Mama Sankalpam Shiva Sankalpamastu. With the grace of Paramashiva, made the Satya Sankalpa. And it's only less than 20 years. 20 years not completed. We are just born. And my only request to all of you, be more and more compassionate, integrated, and try to bring more and more friendliness and understanding inside Sangha and devotees and Sangha. Let us bring more and more dedication, Tyaga, understand. It is through Tyaga great things are achieved. I have not created my sannyasis to serve me. Last 2 years I have not even seen them. I want to tell you, the whole world, my sannyasis are here to serve all the devotees, to serve the world, not serve me. I have not even seen them. I know how much each of my sannyasis miss the feet dust. How much the Bididi Adi Kailasa Punya Bhumi, she is missing, that my feet is not walking on her physically. How much each of the Balasant, when I walk during the morning walks, these kids will be walking behind the back, and without even turning my eyes, I'll see through the backside. Only to see my kids I use powers. Just to see their joy, the way they enjoy, the way they celebrate me. It is seen to be seen. So only during those moments I use this 360-degree power and see them, the way they enjoy, the way they are melting down. I have given up everything just to keep my integrity to Paramashiva. I will be available for Paramashiva and to receive Paramashiva Jnana and Vijnana and share it with the whole world. That is my only priority. So I have decided I will give up anything just for that one responsibility. When I see all the kids now and see how they have grown up, they become tall, they become big boys and big girls. And I have not seen them for years. Just put one more concern. If directly Swamiji is training, that is Gurukul, how can we leave the kids with Acharya trainees? Understand that. Me, Arunagiri Yogishwara's direct incarnation, even after me coming to the planet Earth, Arunagiri Yogishwara did not appear day one. He left me for 10 years with Acharyas and trainees. They were training me. Only after 10 years of preparation, when I was 10, he appeared personally and trained me and initiated me, gave me all the power manifestation signs. Understand, sometimes my presence trains, sometimes my absence trains more. My presence gives listen carefully. My presence physically gives them Shakti. My absence gives them Bhakti. I know in this physical absence how many people have grown intensely in deep devotion and commitment. So Kalabhairava provides everything rightly. Do not worry. Let us just flow with his design. Let us flow with his design. And Paramashiva also has empowered me to do the initiation through Divya Sarira. He is manifesting and he is doing. Some of the deeper nuances. Let us all have little patience for him to work and for him to reveal. Understand, ultimately, we need to make sense to Paramashiva. It's not that every action of Paramashiva need to make sense to us. Having the deep devotion, passive devotion for Paramashiva to make us understand the reason for his designs is chastity. If I have not addressed any other concerns, I'll do it in further satsang. So, with this, the essence of today's satsang, sacrificing, doing tyaga to the people who don't even appreciate your tyaga, is the quality of Tyaga Raja, Paramashiva. This is the essence of today's satsang. sacrificing for the people who don't even appreciate your sacrifice is the quality of Tyaga Raja, Paramashiva. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing. I want all my disciples to know I am committed to all of you. I'll be integrated to my Guru and to all of you in every way. Understand? I will not compromise on my integrity to my Guru, all my Gurus, and to all my devotees, and to all my disciples, to all of you. My absolute compassion and absolute integrity is my commitment to all of you. Sangha is here to serve the world. All my sannyasis are here to serve the world, not to serve me personally. To prove that only, almost last 2 years, I have not even seen any of them. I have given up all the samrajyas I built with my hard work, and all the samrajyas donated to me, and all the samrajyas I revived, all the samasthanas. I have given up everything, so that all of it will be useful for all of you, and it will serve the whole world. Stand strong against all the Rakshasas, demonic forces trying to break or destroy Sangha. The way we stand strong, integrated to Paramashiva, Paramashiva will be proud of us, and Kalabhairava is always protecting us. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Nityanandam. Today is Kala Bhairavashtami, the day of happening of Kala Bhairava on planet Earth. After that amazing revelation and satsang from Swamiji, let us now move on to celebrating the happening of Kala Bhairava on the planet. Kala Bhairavashtami normally falls on the 8th lunar day of the waning moon of the Tamil month Kartika. And today is that day. We all witnessed the Kala Bhairava Darshan today in the form of Bhagwan. Unfortunately, we could not have the Akashic readings alone. I wish to complete with you that we did have the Kala Bhairava Darshan before we had the technical issues. We enjoyed it for more than half an hour. We had continuous initiation for half an hour through the Kala Bhairava Darshan. We only could not have the Akashic readings because of the technical issues. So now we are ready to go to Adi Kailash Sarvagyapitam in Bengaluru to witness, offer our devotion, Arati, Puja to Lord Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time, and receive His grace and blessings and help all of us come to complete completion in our lives so that all the spiritual powers may start manifesting through us after all the continuous initiations we have been receiving from Bhagavan. Let us now offer our devotion and gratitude to Lord Kala Bhairava in the form of Arati and Puja at Adi Kailash, Nithyanandam.
पकरं दण्डं धरन्तं सदा श्रीकाशीपुरनायकं सकलमन्त्रर्षीश्वरं मोक्षदं ध्यायेत्तं हृदि कालभैरवगुरुं कान्तासमेतं परम् ॐ धूरति धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतञ्योऽस्मान् धूर्वति तन्धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्तं देवानामधिष्ठितमं पप्पितमञ्जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानन्द्रिगं हस्वमाह्वार्मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेमाभिर्मा संविक्ता मा त्वाहिंशम् ॐ श्री महाकालभैरवस्वामिने नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदोपघ्नन् निरृतिं ममा पशुगिश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश मानो हिंसीज्जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिभ्रदग्न आगहि श्रिया मा परिपातय ॐ श्री महाकालभैरवस्वामिने ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा ॐ श्री महाकालभैरवस्वामिने नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि ॐ सर्वस्याप्ते सर्वस्य जित्ते सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ॐ अघोरेभ्यो थघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः ॐ श्री महाकालभैरवस्वामिने नमः सर्वोपचारपूजार्थे सर्वापराधक्षमापनार्थे सर्वमङ्गलप्राप्त्यर्थे कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि
With the grace and blessings of Kala Bhairava, let us pray that all of us come to complete completion in our lives and internalize all the spiritual initiations received from Bhagavan and manifest it as spiritual powers. Let us hold the powerful cognitions that we have received from Bhagavan today, which are mainly twofold. One is compassion and the other is Tyaga. Compassion, make it your very nature and make it your very strategy for your life in every single thing that you do and every single situation that you encounter. And Tyaga or sacrifice is that which you do for people even if they do not appreciate the depth or the degree or level of your Tyaga. That is the real sacrifice of Paramashiva himself. He does not wait for appreciation. He does not wait for acknowledgement. He keeps on sacrificing. That is why he is Tyaga Raja. Tyaga means sacrifice, Raja means king. He is the king and lord of sacrifice itself. Holding these two very powerful cognitions for life, it is now time to enter into the power manifestation session. Without further ado, let us move to the power manifestation session. Nithyanandam.
Ananda Paramashivam Nithyananda Paramashivam Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Straight, visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Garganasasam Ekam Nityam Damalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda. Welcome to Kailash Courtyard Manifesting Past session. Welcome all of you. Such a amazing, heart-moving, melting satsang that Swamiji has given us. Really, we can experientially understand what is compassion. Such beautiful space Tyaga creates. That is why it is so sweet. When the Tyaga happens, it just dissolves the identity. That is why Tyaga is such a beautiful space. Such a unconditional love. Swamiji always says, when Gurukul Balasans are around him, it is a scene to be seen. Because such a beautiful space, they don't have any vested interest or calculativeness, but just simple love for Swamiji. They experience and joy that they experience. It is so beautiful to see that. And Swamiji says, everybody can experience that beautiful space if you cuddle with a baby or a pet animal. Simply you feel that beautiful space. So before you go to sleep, if you have a beautiful cuddle with a baby or a pet animal, you will have such a beautiful sleep. The simple, sweet space that happens, compassion, the real compassion, happens when we are in the space of Tyaga. Just unconditionally doing everything just for no reason. And simply integrated with Paramashiva. The ultimate oneness with Paramashiva. Ultimate oneness with Swamiji. In gratitude, in prayerful space, and such a beautiful space. Now we'll go to Shastra Pramana that Swamiji has given from that beautiful space and start the power manifestation.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of materialization is taken from the Spanda Karika, section 3 of Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 3.4 and 3.5. Yatha hi arto sputo drishta savadhane pichetasi bhuyah sputataro bhati swabalodyyoga bhavitaha tatha yat paramarthena yena yatra yathastitam tattatha balamakramya nachirat sampravartate.
Such a beautiful sutra. Swamiji gives a translation. Indeed, as an object will, in spite of the attentiveness of the mind, is perceived and seen indistinctively at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and more clearly. When observed with the strength of one's visual power, so when yogi restores of the power of spanda, the highest essential nature that is in the one's essential dynamic pulsating nature of oneness with Sadashiva, then whatever things or object or idea actually exist in the highest dimension, in whichever form one seeks to know or manifest, whether in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing or the object at once, not after a long time, appears and manifests in the very same way. Here he says so beautifully, when we are in complete listening, restful awareness, that happens when we are in such a beautiful space that Swamiji is describing, the Tyaga, when there is no identity. Our identity is a load on us, constantly from our incompletion, it is projected. Switch off that whole thing, the laser beam that creates the picture, switch off the laser beam. Simply you will be in the oneness with Paramashiva, the deep oneness, the deep silence and deep listening. You will enjoy that space with the ultimate space of manifesting the powers in all dimensions. The yogi restores the power of spanda. The real power starts happening when Swamiji just let go everything, just connect to Muruga. He just went into the space of oneness with Muruga and manifested the reality. He raised himself to the higher level. The beautiful space, he enacts the whole thing for us to be very intense, highly intense, and take it to the next step, next possible, and complete. He is giving us. The Tyaga that we need to do is nothing to do with outside. Swamiji has done that for us. That is why he has made it very, very simple for us. We just need a simple integrity with Paramashiva, with Swamiji, and hold that space when he gives us any instruction, take it to the real core and manifest as reality. The more and more we take every word, not just for listening, but in reality, getting it grounded with that word that he gives us. He says compassion, and really being in compassion and really being in the space of Tyaga and physically making a difference in your physical changes in your activity. That is really the Tyaga that we need to do. Constantly we are running the outer world and trying to catch up with what Swamiji says is constantly the conflict we are only living. But if we decide to let go that which doesn't exist and catch up to what Swamiji says, the beautiful Tyaga space, constant remembrance of Paramashiva, constant remembrance of Swamiji, and deep oneness and deep earning in a prayerful and gratitude space, and that how he had a deep earning for Muruga, he enacted that fully for us to understand what is the deep earning that we need to have, the intensity that we need to have to catch the glimpse of the higher reality. Now we are going to have the instruction. Today we are going to do the materialization, the power of materialization. Here, contemplate on the whole satsang that Swamiji has given, and you can do materialization or you can do teleporting. You can have two pieces of paper and place in one of them vibhuti, kumkum, or any of the sacred ash on that, and you can move it to the other paper from the oneness space of Paramashiva. So let's sit straight with your head, neck and backbone in a straight line. Let the Kundalini raise to your Agnya. Deeply inhale and exhale. Chant the Mahavakya, literally your being vibrates. Contemplate on each and every truth that Swamiji has given. Such melting satsang he gave. Just be with those words. Just melt down in prayerful and gratitude space that you have got such an amazing master coming to your home and literally melting you down. Hold that beautiful space. And let's start chanting the Mahavakya.
See yourself as 25-headed, 50-handed Paramashiva, as eternally 16, youthful. Commit with Paramashiva. Only he exists. Anything else is delusion. Now, sit straight. We'll enter into the process. Yananda Paramashivam. Yananda Paramashivam. Yananda Paramashivam. Yananda Paramashivam. Yananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivam. Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Yananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eye. Yananda Paramashiva. Paramashivam. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam.
So beautiful. Now let's take a picture of that, whatever is materialized, whatever Swamiji has shown. Take a picture and post it in Kailash Kotyar Manifesting Power page. Swamiji's Leela, all Swamiji's Leela are recorded in the Kailash Kotyar Manifesting Power page. You can click on it and in your own language you can post whatever you have manifested. And if you can't see, it's gold dust and only in the hand you can see, you can just write a post of you manifested the power. Such a beautiful space Swamiji has shown. Let us go ahead and share this with the world. That's all we need to do. Whenever we share, it's a beautiful space we create for more and more people to experience the truth. The beautiful program Paramashivam, just one satsang is like this. 21 days, if you get soaked in bliss under just Divya Shariri of Swamiji, continuously taking all the sessions just for you. How would that be? So go ahead and put the intention, the Paramashivam intention. Just when you make a sankalpa, Swamiji says life happens for you. That is the power of sankalpa, the willed. Once you are willed, simply it has to happen. So once you decide forever, I am going to be with Swamiji, I want to be with Paramashivam program, simply it has to become reality for you. All these things Swamiji gives such a beautiful space for us to manifest the higher reality, higher dimensions of Paramashiva. So go ahead and register yourself in PSM intention. If you have any question, PSM corner, the Paramashivam registration which is given. If you need blessings, healing blessings, send a picture and to the mail address, and whatever the problem is, simply that healing will start happening. The Kailasians will start doing the healing session. Swamiji has given such a beautiful space and made it as a practical as possible for us to realize the whole space of oneness with Paramashiva, the ultimate that he is creating, for us to understand the reality, the beautiful space that he is giving us for more and more completion to happen, more and more intensity for I am Paramashiva to happen, physically getting grounded, physically taking everything to the next level, because we understand only physical body. Swamiji always says, shut down your brain, nothing in the brain that we need to change. Only in physical, being in awareness, being in listening with every action, doing the Tyaga continuously, wherever the incompletion is, be doing the Tyaga there and give up what we don't, it doesn't belong to us, and simply be in compassion with everybody. That is all he's saying for now, for us to manifest these powers. So let's surrender all the Shaktis and the powerful cognition that we have got to Swamiji's lotus feet. Let all the Shaktis become the Buddhi. More and more when we surrender, all the negative just disappears, and more the subtler part of the brain get activated. So let's surrender everything to Swamiji's lotus feet, and indeed prayerful and gratitude space. Thanks Swamiji for whatever he has shown today. With that, let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in your third eye, and let's end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everybody. Thank you Swamiji. Let's see in the next power manifestation session. Nithyananda.